trying to figure this shit out. I need to deal with this. You think you can carry on a conversation with people?
Yeah, we're live right now. Happy Tuesday. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Tool Talk. Let's see. Exciting things coming this week. We got Tenor Battles. Ooh, we got a visitor. Somebody from Facebook. Some exciting things going on this week. Hey, what's up, Altaf? How's the weather in Fiji? What's going on, brother? Altaf, are you going to Tenor Battles this weekend? Never rains in Fiji. Really? Why do I feel like you're lying? I feel like you guys get all the rain. Oh, all right. Hey, there we go. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Tool Talk Tuesday. Just doing our weekly checking in how everyone's doing. Who we got in the house? Say hello. Rick, he's taking care of a couple of things. He's making sure that we get all the cool stuff coming in next week. We got a lot of cool stuff coming in. It's looking a little bit more like summer over here. The weather's been super great. We've been having mild overnights. Like it's been like 40, 50 degrees Fahrenheit at the nighttime, but like it says it's 60, but it feels more like 70 or 80, especially when you're out in the sun. It's been like kind of humid too.
I'm number one in line in the queue. This is ridiculous. I'm scheduling I'm printing labels to get all of our backpacks here, and it didn't let me schedule the pickup. So I'm trying to schedule the pickup, and it keeps giving me an error. And now I need to talk to somebody from UPS so they can get this damn pickup scheduled. And I obviously didn't make it before Tool Talk.
Well, I thought you were trying to fix your computer or something. I had no idea what was going on.
No, my computer's working fine. UPS isn't working properly. And it's making me angry.
Don't call me handsome. I thumbnailed myself in the forehead yesterday.
And Eliu, he's driving because he's going to Tenor Battles or something. And so he's like ignoring my questions. And I think that's kind of part of the problem because, you know, he wants me to schedule the pickup and print or do the labels, which is normally fine. But normally when it asks me all these questions, like what time can we pick it up? How many packages? What's the weight? You know, all that stuff. He's like an hour in between answering. So I've been doing this literally all day. and the UPS website, I think, just got fed up with asking me if I was, still here, and then it froze up on me, and then it's like, oh, you can schedule a pickup by clicking here and just go into that, and it's like, oh no, there's a problem scheduling a pickup with your packages. Please fix the tracking numbers. Well, I got the tracking numbers from the created. I don't know.
Sounds
So
like
now
you're
I'm
buying
gonna
a house.
now, yeah, I think you're rubbing off on me, Alex. So that's what that is. And I really have stuff I want to talk about this week, and the way this is going, it might just have to wait until next week. We'll just keep everybody in suspense, and we'll just push the world back a week. But I am just like, for those of you who think being a distributor is like the cream of the crop, like I did before I became a distributor, you're sadly mistaken. It's kind of like when you work for yourself tinting windows, and everybody around you thinks that you're rich and you're a business owner, and oh my god, life is wonderful. Or like when you log into Facebook and you tell everybody life's wonderful because you don't want them to think that you're struggling, because everybody says their life is wonderful and nobody wants to admit that they're struggling. And yeah, it's kind of like that, only on a much larger scale. And me, I have a flaw because I don't do well pretending everything's dandy. You know, people learn that you probably shouldn't ask me how it's going, because then I tell you the truth, and you're like, well, I didn't want all that information. Well, stop asking people how it's going. you know. Now, sometimes things are going good, but today has been difficult. And I'm telling you, a lot difficult. Well, the whole week's been difficult. Yeah, I get it, Shady. Shady's going to Orlando.
Jealous. I saw him packing up and stuff on Facebook. Like, where's my
looks like he's
family road trip?
looks like he's stealing his kid's luggage from the picture I saw. I'm not sure.
Oh man.
Oh, how long am I number one in queue? This is fucking ridiculous. I haven't smoked a cigarette in over 2 months, and I'm about to fucking smoke one right now. I am just losing my shit. Oh, look, somebody's here. Okay, I'm gonna mute. Alex, talk to these people.
Bye. Dude, I love side questing. And yeah, so wait, are you like heading to some other places before you like hit Tinder battles? Like, are you guys like doing some stuff on the way? Well, it is a Tuesday. Hey, Tramal, what's up? Happy Tinder battles week. Yeah, side questing's fun. We got a pretty nice main quest planned out for the family at the end of the year. We're talking about going to Louisiana. It's our nephew's 21st birthday, and the whole family is basically taking a trip down there. But my wife and I, we don't drink, so we're just gonna like probably just be babysitting everybody at one person's shop. We're almost in Bama. Is the shop in Bama or is the shop in Tennessee? Or is the shop in Georgia? Driving? Nah, I don't know. We might fly in, we might drive. I don't know. Things are like kind of weird to plan out because like having a 2-year-old almost made all the difference, but now having like a 2-year-old and a newborn is probably going to make a lot more difference. And I don't know. Every time we've flown, it was like with my daughter on my lap. So my wife doesn't know what that's like. and we're probably gonna each have one on our lap if we fly. I prefer driving, but I'm not the one driving, so it's not really my decision. Who's in Bama? I know Rick is like a little bit in Bama, but I don't think his shop's there. Is it where's Wagon Guy? I know he's like from Pennsylvania, but he's out and about right now, right? Jamal guesses. What do you mean you guess? I'm so jealous. If I wasn't buying a house tomorrow, oh, isn't isn't Lisa and Mullet in Bama?
Nobody knows. But hey, you know, last week you were getting so close to buying the house, and here it is next week, and
I was right.
you have a date.
Oh yeah, I'm buying a house tomorrow at 10 a.m. Honestly, I didn't feel like going at all. Honestly, dude, I wanted to go really bad. I still haven't gone to one, and every time I go or don't go, I get like that feeling like I missed out. But I mean, we're literally about to have a baby any minute. I mean, she goes in next week Wednesday to pick her induction date. Dude, Jamal, I hear it's like a totally different atmosphere compared to all the other events. And like every time I see like the footage, dude,
Are you
I'll be
talking
there.
about Tinner battles?
Yeah.
No, Titter battles is like it's a whole different experience. It is just it's no pressure, no nothing. It's just a good time, period. No matter what you're doing. If you're battling, if you're just hanging, if you're I've went there and just kind of watched from the bleachers. I've went there and actually sponsored and had a booth, and I've went there and tried to compete a little bit, which didn't work out because they didn't have time for me. But it was all great, and it's just a whole different experience. Now I've never been to the reunion, but it's like a whole different world from WFCT. So this UPS agent is just getting on my last nerve here.
WFTC just seems like very like formal and white collary. And then Tenor Battles just sounds like very laid back, fucking. Maybe not laid back is the right word. I saw you, Rick, and others, but I don't know guys this time. I'm just didn't feel like going at all. Yeah, Tenor Battles is definitely a party. WFCT is a suit and tie event for sure. I just didn't feel no excitement at all. Maybe I just got sucked into the whole brand identity of it. I'm a sucker for brand identity.
Brand identity.
Yeah, it's kind of like years and years and years of how like you watched a brand like develop or come to be, and then your like brain is like conditioned to think like this brand is like badass, And even like to the point where like when it eventually becomes not badass or there's not as much marketing, like your brain is so hardwired, your brain's so hardwired into thinking this brand is cool that they could like take the foot off the pedal and you would still think it's cool because
Kind of like Coca-Cola.
yeah, like Coca-Cola has been Coca-Cola the way it's been Coca-Cola for so freaking long that when they stop becoming Coca-Cola, everyone's still gonna like know Coca-Cola. It like doesn't even matter for them anymore.
Yeah.
I just want to go to Cancun or somewhere in Europe or something, honestly. And I get that too. Like, if you save up your like vacation time to just like do Tinder battles every year, I can see how that could suck. Experience at the event is depending on the person and how they receive it, also what they want out of it too. Which is, and that's part of the reason why I feel like road tripping down there would be like cooler than just flying there. Because if you just fly to Tinder battles every time, all you ever get is Tinder battles. But if you like took off 3-4 days ahead and did the road trip, and with like how events switch up locations, your road trip's going to be a little different every time you go. I don't know.
We've
Me.
driven back and forth to Florida a whole bunch of times. We used to always drive straight from Michigan to Florida on 75, and we switched it up and started driving like along the mountain ridge, cutting through Ohio and then just taking the mountains through, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and then, and oh my God, talk about a whole different experience. And it's about the same amount of time too.
You know, for WFTC, my wife and I were talking about it too. That if we go to WFTC this year, like we're definitely doing the Disney thing.
Oh, where is WFCT this year?
Orlando.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, so right next to Disney.
Well, I can tell you, Disney will be fun with the one child, but the other will be difficult.
I know. I don't even know how that's gonna work out. I've never been on a roller coaster.
Oh, Shady's picking up the diva.
Yeah.
That's cool. Gary V is speaking. I don't know who that is.
What's up, Tommen? Gary V. Probably some other crazy celebrity.
Oh, you're just gonna see her in mullet. Oh, she's great people. She's got like the best energy. I swear to God, for what her and her family are going through physically, health wise, we could all learn something about those two. It is just freaking incredible to watch. Talk about somebody like most of us would be like, oh, life sucks. The cards are down. Nothing's going right. I can't. And here she is, just blessed with the day that she's given, flat out, no matter how bad. Oh my God. I just, let me tell you,
And
it's crazy.
I really appreciate like how they choose these like speakers and panelists for like these events and stuff because like last year WFTC was Shaun White, right? So like I feel like the type of thing it's not like window tinner specific. It's like personal growth in general. Gary V, he's famous for buying a cereal company when he was 12 years old. And then he became like a multimillionaire by using his investments in social media. So he's like invested into like Snapchat, Facebook, MySpace, and he's like a super successful guy. But now I feel like he spends a lot of his time doing like motivational speaking. Oh, and a wine company.
I want to do motivational speaking, only I'm not always motivational.
I mean, in a way, that's kind of how I met you.
Oh yeah, I used to do motivational-ish speaking. Actually, I did stop doing what you're going to do, or stop doing what you're doing, or you're going to die kind of speaking. Like you're doing it wrong. Crack the whip. Don't die. Too many people die. Can anybody guess what I was speaking on? Not you, Alex.
Dude, it's been rough. A lot of people died this year.
Oh
And
my
last-
God. Every year.
And so it's never the person that you think is going to die. And
No.
it's never the person that you think is going to die.
Well, I got my ass chewed at a meeting one time because I was going to die, because it's always those big book thumping motherfuckers that think they know everything. They end up going out and relapsing and dying. And I don't know, maybe I just made it my life's mission to prove him wrong, but I don't know. I've had better. Uh-oh, sneeze. I've had better days. I've had worse days. I've had some of the hardest days of my life. For whatever reason, I haven't felt the need to go out and relapse. So that's good.
25K battle. Hey, Tense by Rico. JDJ, just maybe that might be what we're talking about. Cocaine and hookers at WFR, that's different. I don't know. They say that I'm allowed a free lapse. I'm saying it here now. If I ever go back out, it's with Rick Tallman for cocaine and hookers.
Oh yeah. Wait a minute. I don't think Rick Tallman does cocaine and hookers anymore. You'll have to coordinate your relapse time.
No, he says it right here. He was replying to Chamal. He said, Chamal, cocaine and hookers at WFR. That's different.
Oh, at W. Okay, yeah. If it's at an event, it's probably acceptable. But both of you guys probably going to get in big trouble with the wives.
Maybe.
I hear they don't approve of cocaine. Oh wait, the hookers might be a problem.
No, I already got my pass on that in 2020.
The UPS picked up. That's exciting. My UPS is almost done processing this pickup. I don't know. They're having as good of a time. Although I had to jump through a whole bunch of hoops, and they're all telling me, well, there's going to be a charge for that. I'm like, I know, just bill it to my account. Oh, you have an account. I'm like, why did I give you all my information to start this freaking chat in the first place? I just don't even understand life. The world is flawed around me. I'm just a miserable person living in it. No, I'm not really miserable. So, yeah, good news, guys. Anybody that's been waiting in line for stuff, and the biggest stuff that people, we've probably, I don't know, we got dozens of people waiting in line for backpacks, and we will have them. It looks like all good, scheduled. 4 packages. Pickup address is 4701 Suite 4, Orlando, Florida, for tomorrow by 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. It will cost me $8.50.
And the racks are in.
Oh yeah, and the racks are in. And if, let's cross our fingers, if Fusion got processed today like it was supposed to, then hopefully by Friday we'll have all the Fusion stuff in again. And then everything else that's not Fusion should be here probably, what is today? Tuesday, Wednesday, should be here Friday. So Friday, like the whole world is coming in. And guess what? I'm not going to be here. So these guys will deal with it.
I'm gonna get a lot of forklift hours in.
Yeah, don't crash anything because I'm gonna be out in the middle of the wilderness where I don't have phone reception, so you won't be able to call me and ask me what to do.
I'll just be sure to drive in with the load boomed all the way up.
No, somebody already tried that. It doesn't work well. And make sure you set it down immediately after you clear the truck.
I don't know. I had fun watching you boom away way past the truck yesterday.
I was trying to multitask. I don't even remember what the hell I was doing, but when I looked up, I'm like, oh, hey, that's overshot that a little bit.
Like, hey, the pallet's not on top of the truck, Rick. I don't know. When you said pallet racks, I was kind of like picturing in my head, like pulling it off the truck and then like booming it right onto the pallet rack. I thought that would be cool. Dude, it's going to look like Home Depot in here if we ever did get the pallet racks.
Oh.
And we can do that video again with the Home Depot music. I mean, is it coincidence that Uline colors are the same as Home Depot colors, or did Home Depot get theirs from Uline and it just was coincidence?
Nobody knows.
We're bringing the kids again this year to TB24. Can't wait for them to see the Wall of Legends. Don't lie. You just want them to see the one legend up there, and that's you. Like, look, Dad's up there.
Yep. I don't know. This is going to be the first one I miss. That's fine. A lot has happened and hold on, I'm multitasking again. It's not working very well.
I think our numbers are lying because it says there's only 3 people, but we got like a full ass conversation happening here.
Where the hell is the UPS? There it is. Close enough. Yep, save. Okay, I'm here. How long do I got? Okay, 15 more minutes. You got my attention. Sorry about that, guys. That was its own kind of special something.
Hey, Jordan, do you use a lot of Gasket Pro Tools?
Oh, that's what I still got to order more of. I just can't keep up with it all. There's so much.
It's been kind of a busy day without it being a busy day.
It has been for me. Well, how would you know? You sat there waiting for your banker to be on hold for 2 hours.
Look, so I don't know. I'm like curious about a lot of like Rodney's tools.
I want a promo code. How do I get a promo code?
Oh, Shady J, 10% off with orders over $100. Is that what we need to be doing?
Shady J, how long have you had that promo code? Because for some strange reason, I didn't know about it.
Does that mean we can order wholesale from Rodney and use his promo code?
That's what I'm gonna do. Yep. In fact, a few months, you need to talk about that more. But I tell you what, I can coach you on that. Let me get you a promo code for people to use on Sun Distributing's website. And we have the Gasket Pro tools also. And so that supports Rodney. And we have whole bunches of other stuff. And if we can get you a promo code that'll save people money and you tell people about it, maybe we'll do more business. It'll be great.
He said, let me get that.
We'll be in touch after the Tinner battles because you're going to be busy for the next few days. And we're not in a position right now to create that real fast because there seems to be nothing real fast about that. Let's see. Did everybody's stuff get shipped today? It did. What is this that didn't get shipped today?
I just wanted, like, I'm just curious about some of his, like, channel squeegees. Honestly. He's got, like, a lot of customization for, like, tools that we already have that seem to, like, take his blades. Like the Go Doctor or the Stroke Doctor, or you know what I mean? Just like shit everybody uses that could be like customized in a Rodney fashion. Who is that?
It's an ambulance. But they're turning around going the other way. I don't know who they're looking for.
Ask Diana if she's okay.
Oh my
like we've been on Tool Talk for 20 minutes, Ayana. What did you do?
Yep, you were right. You should have helped her with the UPS. She's fallen and she can't get up. Wow, you guys kind of are actually. Ayana was here. Ayana made a bunch of boxes and she cut a bunch of film and she shipped a bunch of packages. All while I was bitching about other companies shipping to me, and you were waiting for the stupid bank that was its own thing. I don't even know what to say about the bank. That definitely wasn't Huntington, was it?
No, that's PNC.
Yeah, well, they need to take.
If I was at Huntington, they might try to sell me another Square account or account. Freaking bastards. He says, dude, the channel squeegees are some of my favorite things Rodney has other than the Agent Orange.
So the Agent Orange is good. What's the Agent Orange good for? Because I got one of those right here, and I haven't ordered any yet, but that's because I don't hear people talk about it.
Isn't it like it's basically the dual durometer judge, right?
It's very, very flexible.
It's like Dehydra on top, Judge on the bottom.
He uses it for doors. I see. And have you tried this one yet? The sledgehammer? And oh, look at that. That's kind of cool. I guess it's got a little bit of greenish to it, but yeah, the Enduro, the Sledgehammer Enduro. Can I hold it down here? Yeah, that looks a little better. It's actually kind of yellow, but I don't know. My green screen's kind of picking money on it. Yeah.
Oh, he says he hasn't used that one yet.
Okay. Well, I will have to.
He says Enduro is fantastic.
Enduro is okay. Well, that's going to be my next order too. Is I'm going to get a bunch of those. I mean, right now we got the Sledgehammer, the Dehydra.
Says that the
and
Agent
the big
Orange
Sledgehammer
moves like a channel.
Moves like a channel. Okay. Enduro's fantastic. That's awesome. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and get those other ones. I just, as many of you guys know, it took me a couple of years to finally get Rodney to send me some squeegees, and finally I got him to agree to. And the reality was when he was doing everything out of one location, he just had a lot on his plate, and he wasn't trying to, with selling retail and then the couple of distributors that he did have, he was not trying to expand. And then finally I caught him at the right time, and I'm like, dude, look, just want to let you know, I've been telling people for the last 2 years that I'm waiting for you to ship me some squeegees. he's like, well, if you want to put together an order, I'll make sure they go out. And I'm like, okay, just get me these real quick. And so he did, and I'm like, oh, cool. So then I'm gonna order more. Yep.
I'm a dehydrate guy myself. That's kind of all I use right now.
I'm I'll be honest, I really kind of fell in love with the Fusion Hybrid, but I'm intrigued as hell by these squeegees. So, like, but I mean, I would always bounce between the Blue Max and the Orange Crush, and so then when the hybrid come out, being orange and blue, I felt like, oh, that's the best of both of them. And then I don't know. I tried a Sledgehammer when they first came out, and I really liked it, but then I didn't. I didn't have. I use what I sell basically, and now I finally got some of his stuff in here. So, but I crank so hard on the film, it's kind of scary. Oh, there's nothing scary about it. Push hard. We sell back to the Fusion stuff. We sell those 3/8 inch big mouth red lines. You want to talk about cranking on some window film. Those things are nuts. They're actually designed for PPF, or not PPF, I'm sorry, a security film. But people sometimes don't read all the words in a description. They'll see it and they'll like, big heavy dude. Oh yeah, I want that one. And so they're using it for things that they probably shouldn't. But I mean, don't get me wrong, it works. And window film is durable. It's just you got to be careful not to scratch it. So that's you use.
Where do we get the
blade.
Texas squeegee red line?
I think that was a one-off.
That's sad. I feel like those would kind of hit. They would be just too expensive to like keep in stock.
Right. It'd be like a $400 squeegee. I guess we could talk to Jordan about that. Hey, you want to do a limited edition? I might buy one just to hang on the wall. It's not really a lot of windows that you could, do with it, but oh, I'm so excited. We're going to have so many tools finally. I've been frustrated, and I haven't made it any secret, that it's been an exceptionally hard winter, slow, and inventory has dwindled, but we have turned the corner, and that's good. So, I have so many tools, and I really only use the Link and Sidewinders. What's a Sidewinder?
You may be saying, and I'm guessing Sideswiper?
Maybe Sideswiper?
The Link. I don't know what the Link is.
The Link is, that little it looks like a little foot, but it's got a rubber blade in it.
Oh.
It's a China tool. Which is
why it's usually white with a blue blade.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm actually thinking about I've got a pretty deep somewhere.
It was in a brown envelope. Brown
yeah, bubble. I think it's in the tool closet.
It came with this. I think that's actually what I used
from Gasket Pro. Well, let's have a look. See,
is it Rodney Sideswiper?
Maybe. Where's the search bar? There it is.
Oh, it's like the Link, but it's a Rodney's. It's a Link with their blades. And he's got the quick foots like that too with the squeegee blades. And he calls them slammer hammers.
Oh, the Link is different. The Link is white. It's I don't know. I guess you'd kind of say it's.
Oh, it's almost like a turbo.
almost like a combination between turbo and hand job.
Yeah.
So okay, I get it.
Yeah, it's a ergonomic pocket size squeegee. Nice. The Red Rocket.
What?
Rodney.
What's a red rocket?
It's like the Link and Sidewinder put together. But it's red and it says R&R.
Rodney.
Rodney, the Vader blade. It says it's the industry favorite.
Yeah, maybe I'll just
Side
get a
swiper.
few of his because I don't know. One thing, it's kind of weird. So I don't carry all the Chinese tools here because I'm not trying to support the Chinese companies. But I see our industry, the majority of our industry is like, don't care. And they're going to go in that direction anyways. So maybe I buy Chinese tools from an American supplier. How about that? I mean, there are tools that I like the shank. The shank comes from China. And the reason that I carry the shank is because we don't have an American made version of it. We don't have something that does what it does. And so that's my logic in my head. The Blade Aid. The Blade Aid comes from China, but we don't have anything quite like that made in America. So we sell the Blade Aid. And so, like, the Slammer Hammer, the Sidewinder, the Link, the Minimax, those are tools that come from China. I mean, the blades don't. His Rodney's blades are made in the U.S., so that part's a big plus. And
Yeah, it's just the plastic that's Chinese. The rest is
yeah,
Rodney. So like that's kind of smart if you
I like
think
how
of
Rodney. I like how Rodney says it. Look, I understand. People are against Chinese tools and everything, but um, he says I'm especially proud of my squeegee blades, and my squeegee blades are made in America. Think of my squeegee blades as the tires on your car. I don't care where your car was built. If I'm building a tire, they got to go on a car, right? And I'm going to put them on whatever car they fit. And okay, that kind of makes sense. But there is a lot of Chinese tools that we don't have an American counterpart for. And once upon a time, one thing you're not going to catch me doing is carrying Chinese knockoffs. I'm just not going to do that because I do want to support the American manufacturers. Because if we don't, remember, once upon a time, and a lot of you kids are too young for this, but once upon a time, the United States used to be one of the world's largest steel suppliers. We had steel manufacturing in the US, tons of it. And now we don't. Why? Because we found we could buy it cheaper somewhere else, and we did. And then they go bankrupt because they don't have enough. They don't have enough business to support their employees, and then eventually they don't have enough employees to support their operation, which means they don't have enough business to support their operation or their employees, and they end up going bankrupt. And then all
I
the
think
steel comes from overseas.
I feel like a lot of it had to do with like military demand too, and like when things like simmer down globally, like I don't know, like I feel like when like global conflict picks up, like there's like a huge demand for all these things. So then there's government incentives like tax breaks and this and that, and like overemploy people. We got your back. But then like when things simmer down, like a lot of companies like outgrew themselves,
Yeah,
and
well, I mean, a lot of it was the big three auto manufacturing, And so they supported a ton of the steel mills, and then they started outsourcing. And so that's where a lot of it went. And it just, it's amazing. I mean, and we can over the different generations. And Keith, I get it. There are still some steel manufacturers in the United States, but they're typically small or very, well, definitely limited. Around
It,
Detroit, we used to have a ton,
I gotta
and
I gotta take off.
you got to take off.
Yeah. We gotta be at the new house by 5:15, 5:20 for a final walkthrough. And I
Okay,
have
and
my
what time is your closing tomorrow?
10 a.m.
Oh,
Yeah.
were you going to tell me tomorrow at 10 a.m.?
No. I didn't know if I don't know. I thought I already told you.
You told me it was going to be Wednesday. You didn't tell me when.
Oh.
You
Uh
probably won't make it to school tomorrow either. Is that going to be a problem?
they said it's only gonna take a couple hours.
Yeah,
So
well,
I don't know
I
if
guess it'll be
I'll work out.
close. You can show up to
It's
school
at
late.
1. Dude, I can't miss a day though. Tomorrow's like we gotta like show him where we're at, and we gotta be like construction papering folders together and shit.
Where's your wife? Isn't she picking you up?
No, she can't get the dog in the house. That's why I gotta go.
Oh shit. All right, guys. Well, you know what? It's been a great tool talk. We really enjoyed having you here. And anybody going to Tinner Battles, enjoy the hell out of that and know that I'm going to miss you. Alex going to miss you too. And we will check back with you next Tuesday to find out how it went. And till then,